Yeah, so Private Press just released their fourth edition, which is great. So what we did was we got the guys from the local Warmachines, or the Warmachine crew. There's no Warmachines happening anymore, and they decided to help us out by telling us what's new in fourth edition. Very quickly though, the video quality and the sound quality for my video and audio is not very good, so hope you bear with us through that. Yeah, here's the video.
Alright, hey everybody, welcome to Slightly East of Gimmeren, this ongoing, very loosely, fully recorded podcast of sorts where we talk about different things from the world of private press. And just recently, a few days ago, we had an announcement that Mark 4 is coming. Mark 4 is coming, folks. And today, I managed to get two guys. In fact, I'm hoping for a third person to join us. To talk about, and I'm going to get this right, it's no longer Warmachines, right? It's Warmachine. Warmachine Mark 4. And
yes, Hordes is gone.
Okay, yes. But before we start, I'm gonna introduce you guys to the panel, the local Warmachine folk. Everything. Hi to Alif. Hi Alif, how are you doing?
Hi, nice to meet you.
Alright,
nice to be on here, finally.
Alright. Are you excited? Are you excited about Mark 4?
Very excited. There's like such a big info dump when they announced it.
Yeah.
It took me like 1.5 hours just to go through everything. Some people even went through 4 hours. It's just crazy. There's so many changes, and I think we are only touching just the tip of the iceberg today.
Yeah, I think so. So, how about you? Brian? Are you excited about the Mark 4?
I'm undecided. I genuinely took a look at the changes. I like some of the changes. I'm less happy about some other changes, but I'm wait and see.
You know, that's great. I think it's great when people have different and strong opinions. I personally think Mark 4 is fantastic. I mean, you can see behind you, we've got a whole truckload of like Warmachine stuff. So I'm excited to do the same thing again. Warmachine has been quiet for a very long time. So, for the benefit of you guys who are watching or listening to this on our channel, we are going to blaze through. We're going to blaze through as much of the updates as possible. So what's going to happen is I'm going to, pass the mic over to different speakers, and they'll talk about the different updates. Now, we might not get through everything. In fact, there's also talk that maybe later, we'll get into the rules. But at the moment, we'll just cover the basics. Okay? All right. So let's start with Farhan. Farhan, you ready?
Sure.
Okay, Farhan, tell me. Mark 4 Warmachine. What is it? Tell me.
Well, what is Mark 4? Mark 4 is like, come on, man. You have to keep changing editions to keep the game fresh. And I think Mark 4 is Privateer Press breaking their promise of not making a new edition in order for the benefit of the game. Because we have been promised before that Mark 3 would be a living game, would be the Warmachine that but clearly that didn't work out, which for me personally I think is the best thing that they can do, because they have to change Warmachine from a rules perspective, keep it fresh, and they brought some structural changes that I think have caused it's very divisive in the community.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think they've done something which is different from the other bigger game companies, and not like revamp everything, keep things more or less the same, keep the structure more or less the same, but just move it around a little bit. Yeah, I totally agree. So I want to ask as well, what kind of high-level changes are there in the
I think we'll go into this in a bit later in the nitty-gritty, but it basically Privateer Press has done what a lot of people have been asking them to do, and that is rotated out the existing line of miniatures. They've created two different game formats, so now we have a split of new and old, which allows Privateer Press to change how they provide the SKUs, how they provide minis. That's probably the biggest sticking point for a lot of people in the community. But it's something a lot of people have been asking for. It's a legacy format where they can move forward with that without worrying about having to support over 2,000 minis with new rules and game balance every single time we bring out a new miniature or a new rule or anything.
I think it's great that you brought up the fact rules because the beta rules are out. The beta rules are out, right?
They are.
Yeah. So we'll actually do another chit chat on Sunday East of Timoran, and we'll crunch down the rules. I'll give it a once over, and from a guy who's actually been playing Warmachine or into Warmachine since when it first came out. There's a lot of throwbacks to long, some really old rules that they brought back, which I thought was rather refreshing. So tell me, so we're now no longer Warmer on. Farhan, tell us why.
Why? Okay. I think we need to explain to people. We're no longer Warmer Hordes because the Hordes branding is being sunsetted. They're removing it. And it's fair. I mean, until now, the entire community has always referred to it as Warmachine. Even the Horde side with the beasts and the warlocks and everything. And it just makes sense to just call it Warmachine. It's one game. It has always been one game. Creating two different brands for a single game is just confusing for newbies. Now it's just you play Warmachine. End of story.
Yeah, I totally understand that. I mean, when Hordes first arrived in the store, man, it was different. But now, after years, it's part of it. It's totally part of it. Which brings us to the new war room. Brian, what is the new war room, man?
Okay, so this is also another part of the structural changes that they're introducing. It's that until now, Privateer has always tried to support people with cards, so you could buy the cards. Then they went to a print on demand, and then they went to a it would just give you the cards for free through PDFs, and you can print whatever you need. But now they're just moving to a solely online digital format through a new War Room app, and it's giving away the card stats for free in an environment that's easy for them to update every time. Because as we saw with the last dynamic update, something went wrong, and until now they haven't updated all the stat cards.
Yeah.
And now it's just it's all in one app. It's one place. It's easier to update. And apparently there's going to be some extras for in case you want to subscribe. You don't have to, but if you want fiction or new scenarios or extra stuff, they will also try to push it through the app, which I want to say I'm excited for it, but Privateer has not had the best track record when it comes to technology. So I'm doing give it 6 months and see let them iron out the problems before going in.
Yeah, I'm actually quite excited about the war room because take it from a store point of view. We brought in so many decks, right? And we have so much deck. Whenever a new edition comes out, the store goes, oh no, these decks are no longer able to sell. So doing a war room is fantastic. And you know what? I think the war room also jumps in where the no quarter used to be or no quarter prime used to be. So it's a little bit of everything. I think that's a great idea, the war room.
I'm still so annoyed though about no quarter prime.
Yeah.
They made it 6 issues.
Yeah, well.
They made it 6 issues,
so
and I didn't get issue 6. I'm so annoyed.
Yeah, I don't have it either. It's so good. Yeah. Anyway.
But I'm gonna bring you into the conversation very quickly. So you want to tell me a little bit about the Private Press release style? How are they going about doing it this time around?
So they're actually gonna release everything in a scaled down SKU format. But the thing that we need to know is that in October, we will see the first starter box released. Right? Everything's gonna happen in October onwards. We will see the Warmachine beta app, the new Warmachine app beta getting released. We will see the new Orgoth and Signa stuff coming out, and moving forward, every month there will be new releases. So it sounds like this is a lot of stuff, but what Private Press has done is that they have essentially scaled down their SKUs into at most 6 SKUs for an army, right?
Yeah.
And the first one, the starter box set, is a ready-to-play army. You can pick it up and just straight away play with it. That you don't need anything else. It's quite good value actually, despite the price point. And moving forward, it will just be like releases after releases of new stuff.
Yeah,
New
speaking,
armies
speaking
also.
of armies, though, I understand the theme armies are totally gone. Tell me about that.
So what happened is that now the factions are still there. You still have your Signar, Khador, Orgoth, right? But what happened is that the themes are gone. So if you're familiar with the Warmachine Mark III, you build your list based on themes, right? You know, you have the Armored Corps theme, the Signar Storm Division and whatnot. Now what Privateer Press has done is that they have essentially broken down, they've removed themes and they've renamed it as armies. Essentially, it's just that. It's nothing complicating, it's just that. But in terms of release, Privateer Press will release armies, not factions. So in the coming months, you'll see the Signaran Storm Legion, right? You'll see the Orgoth Sea Raiders. And following that, you'll see the Khador Winter Corps, right? Which is, I'm super excited being a Khador player. And then I think sometime in April next year, you'll see the new faction, which is a follow-up from the previous Veteran faction called the Dusk, right? And the first army they're going to focus on is House Callis. So it's just another team. But what's different now is that you have a bunch of what they call cadres, where you can think of it as a generic model across the faction that you can play in different armies. So let's say in Signar, right, you have the Storm Legion army and also the Gravedigger army. Each army will have their own set of models, but as you build these armies, you have a bunch of cadres that you can play in either Storm Legion or a Gravedigger army.
Yeah.
So
that's
how the game's approach now.
I think the addition of cadres, right? Cadres are a great addition, right? Yeah, I mean,
it's brilliant. Yeah, it's brilliant.
I think the important thing to bring up at this point is that you're not going to see crossover models anymore. You know, you're not going to see like one Signaran guy who can go into many different armies. He's going to be a Storm Legion guy is going to be only in the Storm Legion. So you're going to see a very small amount of crossover these days.
Yeah. So cadres will be there, but one of the reasons why they brought up the cadres was because that in Mark III, people were saying that, you know, we want teams to be more unrestricted. Why can't I play my Grey Lord, my Colon Lord in my Armored Corps army, for example? So Privateer Press said, hey, look, let's just do cadres, right? There'll be no more requisition points. Let's just do cadres. So it's something different, but kind of the same, you know?
Yeah. Gotcha. All right. So moving forward, there are two different kinds of formats now. There's the legacy format and there's the prime format, right? Tell me a little bit about that and how it affects the models.
We're getting to the juicy bit.
Yeah.
So as I alluded to earlier, you know, they said Privateer Press is discontinuing a lot of old models, and they created two new formats for play, and one is using only the old models, which they're calling Unlimited, which is basically all of Mark III backwards. So anything that exists now, pre-Mark IV, is Unlimited format. It's a legacy model, which indicates that it cannot be played in what they call the new Prime format, which is similar kind of Magic the Gathering standard format, which is the most recent thing. And what's going to happen is that going forward, all models in Mark IV, all the armies released, are going to be in Prime format. And then if you want to play all your old stuff, it'll be in Unlimited format.
Yeah. So I'm going to hang on there. So I'm going to break it into two, though. You're going to tell me a little bit about the Prime format, and Alip's going to tell me a bit about Unlimited format. So I'll go with Alip first. Alip, tell me about the Unlimited format. What is it? What's the update like Mark IV to Mark IV?
Pretty much like Mark III. You don't have any teams. You can play whatever you want in your models from Mark I all the way to Mark III. The rules will be different. It will be accustomed to Mark IV, but it's unlimited, right? It's unlimited for that. It consists of nothing but legacy models.
Okay, how about Prime? Prime?
Okay, so I think to clarify something out of this, themes in Spirit still exist in the way of armies. So all models will still be assigned to a particular army or theme. You can play them outside those confines if you're in unlimited format. But if you're going into Prime, every model must exist within an army, must be listed with an army list. So I think for the early days of Prime, you will have to play the army, or within the confines of what Privateer Press is providing you. So what it is the new, like say Signar has Storm Legionnaires. I can't remember what it's called anymore.
Yeah.
So you must play within Storm Legionnaires. But to support the older armies that may not get new models, like say the limited factions like Grimkin, Convergence of Cirrus, they will be assigned army lists that you can build from. So we're not sure. We know that they've said that minions, you will have one for Gatorman, one for Pharaoh. So you will still be able to use a limited number of legacy models, that means the old models, in Prime, which is this the competitive format going forward. So your collection is not 100%, legacy. It's not completely obsolete. You cannot compete anymore, but you will have a small subset of it that you can bring forward to tournaments.
I think this breakdown to formats in terms of a game store, I think it's great. In terms of a person who's been in the game for a very, very long time, like I was telling Farhan before the show started, we actually brought it in during Mark 1, so looking at this, it cuddles. I want to say, I'm going to do it cuddles. It cuddles the old gamers, and it introduces the new gamers into the fray. And I'm really glad that Orgoth got more than one mention today, because towards the end of the Warmachine period, nobody gave a two hoots about the Orgoth, and now it's like everybody's like Orgoth. Like
I'm going to be honest. This whole legacy model thing is probably the most exciting thing for me.
Yeah.
Because I've been wanting Privateer to do something like this. Just shake it up. I come from a card game background, right? We're all used to this. You play Magic, you play any card game, you're used to things cycling up. You play 40K, you're still used to things cycling out.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's important to note that Privateer Press is supporting both formats, the unlimited and the Prime. So if you want to be strictly unlimited, you don't want to buy new stuff, you can still play. It's all supported, and it will be in events, in tournaments. They really set it out. So how they support it, we do not know yet, but it will be supported.
Okay,
I'm going to say this.
We're going to dive into that a bit later. I just want to get past all of the updates first. I'm sure you guys have a lot of hard feelings, and this hard feelings could actually be a whole other video.
Later.
Yeah. Hang on, hold it there. I just want to get through all the Mark 4 updates. That way, if you're a reviewer to the channel, right? You get point by point. And the next thing I want to talk about, which is very, very quickly, the most important thing about Warmachine to me, the model, right? So we're talking about customizing the Warjacks and the Warbees and stuff like that, right? I'm going to bring Aleph into this. So tell me about rack spells, Aleph. What are those? So
essentially, what's going to happen is the new warcasters in Prime will get a set list of spells, and there'll be a spell rack where they can choose. So, are those randomized? I'm not sure about that.
Okay, so they're given a certain number of rack spells. I think I saw 2 or 3, and they choose from 8 faction spells that they can use.
Yeah, so you have your warcasters have a set of spells that only they have, and they're considered the warcaster's signature spells. After that, they have spells that they can choose to customize to suit the game you're going to play.
Yeah. Okay. How about the multi-part Warjacks? And I think the most greatest thing about new started magnetization. Tell me about that.
That's if you've seen the models, it's just amazing. The weapon customizability is finally coming to Warmachine. You can choose your Warjack loadouts. You can change the weapons on the left arm, the right arm, and each weapons they cost points, but they give you a different benefit according to what role you want them to be. So you can imagine just one Warjack have so many customizability options that it's essentially so many models lumped up into one. And
You
it's
know,
not like
right? It feels like when you mentioned that, it feels like Battletech. It feels like Battletech, right? Because Battletech is all different. You got different, A, B, C, D formats, right?
This is better than Battletech.
Yeah, of course, of course. No,
this is Battletech because
Hang on.
tournament rules wise, you can change your loadout between games.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is in terms of when it says the Battletech, when you load up according to your mission, which is great. So even if it's between rounds, right, you actually don't have to drop ship. I think it's great. I mean, it's a great move forward in terms of models, and I'm looking forward to the models actually look more tech now and less Steve, if you ask me.
Yes.
They look more tech.
Yes.
But
yes.
but I'm gonna hold you on that one because you're gonna tell me now about command cards. Tell me about that.
Sorry, what?
Command cards. What are those?
So it's you can think of it essentially like a get out of jail card. So you have it's designed to be to assist the player in a sense that it removes any gotcha moments. Like for example, like a unit gets a free Pathfinder ability for this one turn, this one activation, or you can reroll this attack roll. Your Warjet becomes unstoppable for this round, something like that. And it's the feats are still there. The main event, your big feat, big turn is still there. But now you have command cards that you can pretty much it's just getting out of jail. So you don't get like, oh crap, something bad happened, and there's no way out. Now you have.
When Walker
Maybe we should explain that command cards are a set of cards that you choose for your army. You choose 10 cards when you're building your army. Was it 5?
Okay, no worries.
Five cards when you're building your army, and
we'll have a whole video for rules. Don't worry.
Yeah. So,
I understand.
but you choose a certain number of them that you're allowed to play during your turn to give yourself an advantage.
Yeah.
So, I think it's more like the Grimkin Arcanas where you can play and do silly little things.
It's more like Warcaster, man. The side 5-8. It's more like that.
No comment on Warcaster,
so,
but yes.
So I understand that I know a bunch of passionate, excited people who just want to jump into the rules, but no, we gotta do this video is just for like getting updates and since I'm talking to you, Brian, you gotta tell me about the for the retailer, for a guy like me, the Wolf Game shops of the world. So tell me how's the new retail format gonna be like?
Okay, small spoiler. There's a lot of salt in this because I'm not very happy with it. But
look, hang on. Before you do that, Brian, you gotta be a little bit biased because we're talking.
Okay, I'm going to like lay down the facts. Yeah. I'm gonna let you know how I feel about it.
Yeah. So what do you feel will be at the end of the show? I'm going to give you time to how you feel about it. Just tell me what it is.
Okay, so this is what it is. So as you know, Warmachine now is sold a la carte. You buy what you need for your army.
Yeah.
Going forward, you don't have this option. When you're buying from a retailer, like say Wolf, you can choose. You'll buy a starter, which is you have a starter and you have the expansion box, and basically that's what they're selling. The starter is about 50 points, which is your starter army, your beginner army. And then your expansion will give you about roughly 25 points worth of models, so you can bring up to 75 points. So, your 50, 75, and then they might be releasing like big, large scale solos or colossals in the future. But that's it. That's all you're going to be able to get from your retailer. So you go to Wolf, you say, Wolf, I want this mini. It's like, no, I can't sell that to you. I can sell you this box. That's it.
Right.
If you want a la carte minis, you must go and buy them directly from Private Check Press. This won't be released on like day one. So, the new minis come out in the new army box. Storm Legion army box comes out. You cannot buy the minis a la carte. You have to wait like 2 or 3 months after the initial release. Then you can buy them. So if you want to get in, if you want to start, if you want to buy anything, it's through these kind of army boxes that will be released. The point here is that a starter army is 50 points and it costs about $200 US. So that's your starting point. That's your entry point into Mark 4. And anything else is an extra.
Okay, so there you go, folks. That's pretty much Mark 4. I want to say in a pod. There are a few more things we can talk about, but in a pod, that's pretty much what it is. I'm pretty excited. Now, as you can probably tell, the guys in the panel that's a great thing to be when you're working that emotion. So since I've lit up Farhan, so Farhan, we got very little time left before we close the session for the day. But you can keep it brief and not smash the screen of the right. How do you feel in terms of drop feelings about Mark 4?
Okay, so
think brief.
I'm going to be brief. I like the new format. I'm very excited. We didn't talk about the new army points, which is they kind of reshuffled some stuff to give you, you're now playing at 50, 75, and 100 points, but you have no more Warjack points. You have no more free models. I like that. So structurally, from a gameplay perspective, from a competitive format perspective, I like it. I'm rather excited for what Warmachine comes in, especially for customizability. I've got command cards, I've got rack spells, I've got Warjacks can swap out. Oh man, that's going to be like so cool. Like, I see my opponent and it's like, no, I need this spell and I need this Warjack to, take out his ranged weapons because my enemy's all stealth. So I give him some melee weapons. Fantastic. I love it. But the whole big box thing, the big starter, the big expansion box, it has me thinking twice. Like how I currently play is because Warmachine is kind of been like a low budget. You can just swap out the Warcaster or buy a mini or two, and it's not too expensive, just to like change the dynamics of your army. But going forward, because of the way like armies are siloed into themselves, and that you buy a whole 50-point army for $200 US, it's daunting. That price point is very daunting, especially for new players. I mean, for us here in Malaysia, where the ringgit's not very strong, you hear guys say, "Oh, you want to start the game? You got to buy that 1,000 ringgit box."
Okay, I hear you.
Yeah, you stop and think twice, and like, oh man, and then you're like, oh, but it's 50 points. You want to go to 75 points? That's another $175 US. It's like, okay, yeah. I mean,
I hear you.
As gamers, we have spent way more than that on Warmachine through our lives. I know Alif will agree with me. Like, 1,000 ringgit, no big deal. We have spent a lot more than that. But
okay,
as a single purchase, no.
I get your point.
I'm worried.
I get your point. Alif, how about you, Alif? How do you feel?
I share, in terms of game-wise, I share a lot of hype with Farhan. I mean, what he has said has pretty much been said already. It's essentially, this was what I saw, right? It's a new game. It's a new edition. What I read from developers was that it's a new game. It's a very refreshing take. It's a modernized version of Warmachine, but it's inherently Warmachine. So the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to just approach it as a new game. That's it. But what got me really excited was that the models will now be 3D printed. That's just mind blowing. There's so much there's so much conversions I can do. The Warjack kits, is all those custom loadouts. They come in magnets. The magnets are provided in the box. It's crazy, and all this while people have been complaining, I would say, about the quality of Predator Press miniatures. The plastics the casting is not up to speed. Why is it metal? It's too heavy. I don't want to carry this. So now PP try to solve that distribution problem. They said, screw it. Let's just 3D print stuff. Let's just sell the 3D printed stuff. And from the previews I saw of the models, it's the details are just so good. I just can't wait to get my hands on the Kadori Great Barrel Direwolf Warjack.
Got it.
It's just
okay. All right. Yeah, I love the fact that they're two nice different polarized opinions. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget that it's still early days. So what you can actually do is you can actually like play test the beta rules and give feedback back to Private Press. If there's something you don't like about it, I think they're still in the malleable option to see what the fans have to say. And, like these two guys over here, you guys are the fans, and you guys dictate what kind of game you guys want to play. If you guys like these kind of videos, just let us know, because what's gonna happen is we're gonna pull in a bigger group and we're gonna talk about the rules. Because the rules is something totally different. But I need to know whether you guys want to watch it or know more about it. one line, Farhan. Any last words? In one line, any last words?
My last word was a question from Alif. It's for Alif.
Oh boy.
Should we buy the Gen Con preview boxes?
Okay. How about you, Alif?
Because
What's your final word?
I think you should. I think you should because the new Signarian stuff, this looks so good. The Warjacks, the Storm Legion, that's like wow. Signarian now has a medium-sized infantry unit, a mechanized medium-sized infantry unit.
Okay. How about you, Alif? What's the last word?
So
What's the
good.
last word? Alif?
I just have one word for this. You know, 2 words depending on how you look at it. All in.
Okay. There you go.
I'm gonna go all in.
There you go. All right, folks. Thank you very much, Alif. Thank you very much, Farhan. That's pretty much it. That's a very, very fast and concise episode of Studies of Memoran. If you like this kind of content, give us like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, guys. See you later. Bye.
I
Bye.
Okay, so that's pretty much, well, a very short and quick overview of 4th edition. We'll probably do another video to look at the rules. Now, if you like this kind of videos, give us a like and subscribe. And don't forget to enjoy painting those figures.